Hi again. This is first in the set of videos that I'll be putting together, talking through various features of the portal. And in today's video, we're going to talk about the dashboard, or what I like to term it is the executive dashboard. So once you start from the home page, you click on My Dashboard, and in this particular case, I don't have any notes. Um, in this dashboard. But in order to get notes to the portal, I basically click on Upload. Let's see here, Notes Unlimited, and I'm going to see. I want to select New Listings. New Listings. Click on Open. And the first thing you notice that there is no data specified for some of these cells. One of the things you can do to confirm that you have the latest and greatest information is by selecting all notes, and you can select all notes by selecting this radial here on the top left, just to the left of the address title bar, and clicking on this icon here to basically get the latest, greatest, and updated information. So wait for that to upload. Notice now we have some eviction information. We have some school scores and some crime scores for some of these notes now. Now, the one thing that I want to call out here is you probably noticed that there are these colors or color gauges, and these are based on investment parameters or investment tolerances that the user has defined for themselves. In this particular case, I'm looking for notes with a yield of 8 or above is, I think, the tolerance level, and I can go ahead and confirm that by going into this here, and you notice here that it says here 8. So basically, anything that's 8 and above will generate a green color. Anything that's 3 or below is going to generate somewhere in the yellow to red range. So let me actually bump that up by a couple. And once I do that and click on Save, it's reflected on the dashboard. Now, in this case, I have notes that all have a yield of pretty close to 8%, so some shade of green. This is actually slightly, may not be able to tell in the video, but this is slightly less than a darker green, say for 12.4. Okay, and that applies to any of these items that we have displayed here. You can specify your tolerance level or your investment parameters on what exactly you want to see for yield or LTV or ITV or what have you. The next question that may be coming up in your mind is, well, what's the difference between estimated ITV and ITV? Well, estimated ITV, we're using data that was supplied by the user, or in this case, the tape that I uploaded. ITV is, I guess, confirmed by third-party data. So in this case, I pulled market value information outside of the portal to validate that the value was indeed what the true market value is. And when I say true is, again, it's just another data point. There's probably before I would make a final investment decision and I have some question about market value, I may want to do a BPO before I actually pull the trigger on a particular note. Now, the other thing that I wanted to share with you about the Note dashboard is that we've introduced this ability to associate labels to a note. So let's say that I have this note here and I want to create some associate some labels to that note. So let's say I want to do BPO, I want to validate liens, and I also want to do a title report. I go ahead and click on Save. I've added those labels now to that note as a reminder to myself the next time I come in, that as a reminder that I need to do a BPO for 1014 Augusta Drive in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Okay, and I'm not limited to those notes, to those labels. I can create new ones if I desire here. So let's say that I want to do a let's say crime report or crime analysis So I can go ahead and create that. Say crime, info, click on save. And now I can actually add that to my note as well. Okay, and then as I check these items off, or as I complete the due diligence aspect of that, I can go ahead and remove that, and I'll get a warning and say, yes, I've completed that. I've also completed the title report. I don't need a reminder for that anymore. So it's just a kind of an easy way for you to kind of keep track and monitor things as we go along. A couple other things I want to bring up about the portal is that we have the sorting capability. So you can sort by, in this case, I've sorted payments by descending order or ascending order. Um, in the crime score, it can also be something that we can sort by, the lowest crime scores up on the top, and the largest crime scores up on the bottom. So there's also the filtering mechanism. So say that I'm interested in say show filters, say show filtering. So I can actually type in and say, hey, let's find nodes that have at least a 9 for a 9 or greater yield, and that filters that the dashboard for those types of notes. It's again, this is kind of an easy and a quick way for you to kind of aggregate this information, slice and dice this information the way you prefer, and in the spirit of allowing you to make a more focus your attention on the notes of our particular interest to you. So I think with that, I'm going to close off the video here. Hopefully that gives you a little taste of what the dashboard, or what I like to term the executive dashboard, can provide you in the way of your managing your note business. So stay tuned for other videos around various other aspects of functionality on the portal soon. Thanks again.